bus driver needs no GPS for the Flyers of Marion Local. It's the 6th year in a row they will play in the state championship as they try to win their 5th title in the last 6 years in Division VI. And with that comes the debutantes, the Redskins of Cuyahoga Heights, in a state championship game for the very first time. They were state semifinalists in 1998. Their defense has helped lead them here to the Horseshoe to play the long-standing power Marion Local and Cuyahoga Heights. It's the Division VI OHSAA State Championship game this Friday morning from Ohio Stadium. And with that, we welcome you to our Columbus studios. Neil Sika, former Ohio State Buckeye, Matt Fink is here to have some fun, and we're up early, so we say good morning. And I ask you, because these teams have been ready to play for quite some time, you have the anticipation usually for a night game.
Yeah.
What's it like to play a morning game? Because we only see that during the state final weekend.
You know, it's very interesting because, you know, football coaches, football players, very schedule-oriented, very regimented, so you have to adjust all of your timing now. You're traveling from, you know, far away to come to Columbus. You know, did you stay here overnight? What time did you get up and do your pregame walkthrough? What time do you do your meal? You know, everything had to be moved up for this. So it always intrigues me. These 10 o'clock games have to be difficult. I think that's where coaching really comes into play to get these guys focused and ready to go.
Flyers are 13-1. They were the poll champ in Division VI, the only poll champ playing in a state championship game. And Cuyahoga Heights is the only undefeated team remaining there from Cuyahoga County. Mercer County, the home of Marion Local. Out of the MAC, we've talked about Coldwater, we've talked about Minster, and Marion Local is a dynasty in the making. 4 straight titles from 11 to 14. Lost last year in the championship, so looking to avenge that, but it's pretty impressive. This is their 6th championship game in a row. Despite several injuries this season, including to D1 college prospect John Dirksen on the line, the defense has carried Marion Local this year, posting 7 shutouts and in 4 other games only allowing 1 touchdown. Their loss to Kirtland in last year's title game providing ample motivation for the last 12 months. Well, the Flyers certainly motivated for that state championship game this year after falling to Kirtland last year, as they'll look to make it 5 titles in the last 6 years. They are 8-2 in state championship games.
Against us, and they out Marion Local'd us. You know, we made the crucial mistakes. They controlled the line of scrimmage in the second half. You know, they won the second half. They finished strong, and they were the ones celebrating, and we were the ones crying.
We want to bring back a gold trophy to this community and all our fans that come to every game, and us seniors really want to just bring home a gold trophy.
All right, so this Flyer team, 7 shutouts defensively this season. Pretty good. 200-0. That's how they outscored their opponents over the last 5 games of the regular season. What do you like about them?
I mean, obviously the defense stands out, but then just the poise and the composure. I mean, we talk about all the experience they've got, 6 title games. You know, this senior class has played in 60 football games over their 4 years. And that kind of experience, you can't buy that kind of stuff. They're not going to be, you know, consumed by the moment here in Ohio Stadium. They've been here every year for the last 4 years. They're not, the moment won't be bigger than them. So I really think that it'll be interesting to see how Cuyahoga Heights responds to that kind of pressure.
Yeah, Cuyahoga Heights is the lone undefeated team this weekend, but it hasn't been easy for the Redskins, as they had to beat Kirtland twice to get here and did so in shutout fashion. The first victory in the regular season was their first since 2009. Redskin defense shining in that one. In the regional finals, they held Kirtland scoreless, and then a tough matchup with Newark Catholic in the state semifinal. Had a difficult road to Columbus, but they know they're a better team for it.
We've had a lot of challenges throughout the year. We start off with a tough early season schedule, and then obviously the big game with Kirtland in week 9, and we'd lost to them, I think, 8 straight times. So being able to go out and play well in that game and then be able to actually get the win was great. I think it really helped our kids' confidence.
Our dynamic offense makes it really hard for teams to prepare for us because we can run the ball and throw it in the air.
We've just been able to make plays when there's not much there, and just to come out and do what we need to do to be successful and win games. And as long as we kind of keep our points up a little bit, our defense is good enough where we're going to stop them, and we believe that we can keep them off the board.
That's their leading receiver, Lucas DeRazio. This defense has been very good as well. We talk about Marion Local, but Cuyahoga Heights, those 2 key shutouts over Kirtland, that really propelled them to where they are right now.
It did. I mean, and you talk about them in the playoffs here, averaging only giving up 5.25 points a game in the playoffs. And, you know, they do. They throw the ball, they run the ball. Very dynamic on both sides of the ball as well, offense and defense. So it should be very interesting because they've slayed some giants here. Talk about Kirtland, Newark Catholic. Now kind of the last one in this line of Division VI, Marion Local. Can they do it 3 times in a row?
All right. Well, if there's one opponent that knows both of these teams pretty well, it is Kirtland. They lost twice to the Redskins this year. But, of course, last year they beat Marion Local in the title game. Right now, their coach, Tiger Loverde, is standing by with Aaron Goldstein. We say good morning, AG.
Well, guys, Tiger Loverde, Kirtland's head coach, probably wishes he was here on the sideline for a different reason, coaching the championship game like he was last year. But, Coach, you know both these teams probably as well as anyone, facing Cuyahoga twice this year, Marion Local last year in the finals. What can you tell us about both these teams in facing them?
Well, they're both unbelievable programs that have been good for, 20 years. I mean, they have great programs, and they both play great defense. And the kids play both ways. At this level, it's fun because the quarterback, Cuyahoga Heights, is also the snapper on field goal, and he's a punt returner. And it's going to be a fantastic game because both teams are going to play great defense, and they're very, very good programs that have won a lot of games over the last decade.
Well, it's no secret that you and Cuyahoga Heights, the 2 schools, are big rivals. But pretty interesting that Coach Al Martin told us earlier this week that he reached out to you not only for advice about Marion Local, but also playing in a 10 a.m. game, which you guys had to do last year. What's that relationship like between the two, and what's the advice that you gave them?
Well, those guys, the coaches at Cuyahoga Heights are very classy, and they coach basketball, track. So we see them year-round, and they're just good people, and they're great for kids. And, he's done everything in the past to help us. Anytime we've gone to the next level, he's been great. And, I'm just trying to help them as much as I can because they're in our league, and great program, great kids. And people don't understand the hours they put in. I mean, the hours the coaches and the kids put in to be great at this level. To get to this point, it's an awful lot of work, and I know how much their kids have put into it, and the Marion kids. I mean, Coach Goodwin has a great program as well, and it's year-round. I mean, if you want to get to this point, you got to buy in year-round, and both teams do that very well.
Well, it's no secret. You guys have won in the odd years, in the even year this year. Maybe you'll get an assist. Neil, let's go back to you.
All right, thanks, AG. It's not a bad guy to pick the football mind of when you end a 24-game playoff winning streak, as Kirtland did last year to Marion Local in the championship game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Coach Loverde and Kirtland has been just a stalwart in this division for a long, long time. So, yeah, when you can pick his brain, when you're new to the scene, don't know exactly how you should handle your team, getting them up, when they should do things, good guy to ask right there.
The poor Hornets. It was an even year. We know they don't win in even years. Every school values and appreciates their head coach, but at Cuyahoga Heights, Al Martin has truly created something special. That story is coming up next as we get you ready for the Division VI state championship game.
This is it. This is what you worked for. This is what you fought for. This is what you live for. St. Ignatius, St. Xavier, live Friday at 8 p.m. It's the OHSAA High School Football Championships, only on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Fishing poles?
Check.
Tackle box?
Check.
Cooler?
Check.
Exhaust?
Check.
Rotors?
Check.
Brake pads?
Replaced.
Honda certified brake pads?
Care and
Check.
attention to detail. It's what we do. Roush Honda's certified pre-owned process delivers a multi-point inspection, leaving nothing unchecked, providing a complete vehicle history report, and most importantly, peace of mind.
Clean up faster with help from Libman and Menards. Choose from this large angle broom that's great for corners or this easy-to-wring Wonder Mop. Both are only $6.99 each. Get long-lasting power with Energizer Max alkaline batteries. Right now, 24 packs of double or triple A's are $9.88 each after rebate. Don't forget Christmas, grab a Menards gift card. Now during the Home for the Holidays sale.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
It is the night for Ohio Sports Talk, and it's all on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. At 6, the self-proclaimed voice of truth and reason takes your calls live on More Sports and Les Levine. Then at 7, Dave Bacon and the boys unload on the week in sports on Armchair Quarterbacks. And at 8, Bruce Hooley's out to make you the smartest sports fan around. Ohio's biggest night in sports talk. Monday nights only on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Welcome back to our OHSAA pregame show as we get you ready for the Division VI State Championship. Neil Sika, Matt Finkus. Last year in Division II, it was Kirtland. We were just talking about them. They're an odd-year team, winning their third title in the last 5 years. They beat Marion Local 22-20, ending a 4-year run of state titles for the Flyers. 22 unanswered points in that game after falling behind 13-0. Cuyahoga Heights and Marion Local are playing in this state championship game. And for Marion Local, looking to win their 5th title in the last 6 years, while Cuyahoga Heights is playing for the school's 1st state championship. And there can be some butterflies perhaps playing in that first game. You look at the Flyers, though, this pedigree, 10 championship games in the last 16 years. They've become one of the powers that we see and talk about so often from the Midwestern Athletic Conference.
Yeah, they're just always there. I mean, it's a remarkable school when you talk about just the dynamic of it. There's about 105 boys in the school, and 90 of them play football for Marion Local. So this is a rich tradition in Mercer County that they really, really take a lot of pride in. And again, the experience factor can't be overlooked here. I mean, you got guys who have played now in 60 football games, including today.
Cuyahoga Heights, they've had a lot of undefeated seasons in the past, ruined by Kirtland. They got past that. They slayed the Dragon not once, but twice with the 2 shutouts. 1998, they made the state semifinal, but here is their first championship game. What do you think they're thinking right now?
I think they're thinking they're a team of destiny. You know, you beat Kirtland twice, you beat Newark Catholic, now you're going up against that 3rd dynasty in Division VI in Marion Local, and you just have to do it again. And again, you know, this team plays great defense. Defense wins championships. Both of these teams play great defense.
Balanced teams, very similar numbers as you look at the tail of the tape. Well, Cuyahoga Heights head football coach Al Martin is in his 20th year with the program. Over that time, he's compiled 193 wins and has made the playoffs in 18 seasons. But there is more to his story than just being a successful football coach. Our Marissa Contempelli tells us more.
Bates! Touchdown, Kirtland! And not only did they get the first down, but you get a missed tackle, and Joey Bates finishes. Almost an all-out blitz from Marion, and you saw Kyle Holman.
Okay, so you see a little bit of a medley there. Joey Bates running wild on Marion Local, and that's what Cuyahoga Heights is hoping to do here today. And Al Martin, their head coach, has spent a long time at the helm of the Redskins and hoping to carry them to their very first state championship game.
It's official. The clock hit 0, and the Cuyahoga Heights Redskins are moving on.
It's been a great year. The kids have really enjoyed it. You can tell that they've they've enjoyed the experience, and it's been great for our community as well.
Al Martin has Cuyahoga Heights in the state championship game for the first time in school history. But if you look closely at football around the states, he isn't the only Martin competing this December. Al's younger brother Chuck is the head football coach at Miami. The pair is extremely close, and they have the luxury of being able to utilize that relationship to better help them on the gridiron.
We talk a lot over the years, and some years more than others, depending upon where we're at in our seasons and with our families and stuff. It gets very complicated. But if I have questions, obviously he's a great resource.
He was always the one that was the driving force in our family. When I was young and not real mature, he kind of got me going in the right direction. So I owe a lot of my coaching success to how he helped bring me up as a big brother.
But while Al is a year and a half older, Chuck was the one that began coaching first. His decision played a part in helping Al find his path.
I knew I loved sports. I knew I loved teaching and being around kids. I started in finance. I worked for a few years in banking, and when he made the move, I guess it probably did start get me thinking a little bit more about it.
He's an unbelievable math teacher, first and foremost. If you ask anybody in that school, he's an unbelievable mentor to kids. He does everything the right way. He's had a crazy amount of success in football.
I really look up at him and think he's a really good guy. He coaches really well, and it's really special because that's a coach you want to play under.
He has really good balance to understand that these are high school kids, and it is about winning and losing and teaching them how to compete, but it's also teaching them how to do things the right way, and he's really, really good at that.
Redskin fans, there is no need to worry. For now, Al is happy and content right where he's at.
You have people who ask you, are you going to ever go anywhere else? You can ever go maybe coach in college with your brother, but this is a unique place, and it's been very special, and this is where I had my start. And the kids here are great. The community really supports us, so there's no other place I'd rather be.
Reporting for the OHSAA Championship pregame, I'm Marissa Concepelli.
Well, the Martin brothers looking for some good karma. The Red Hawks have had a great season and now looking to bring that first state championship to Cuyahoga Heights. Much more to come on this OHSAA pregame as we get closer to kickoff in the Division VI championship.
Whatever level that he coached, he was a champ. We'll never see that again in sports.
There's just been so many players over the years that have been very special.
Escalating salaries, ringers, grifters. The sport was in danger.
You didn't see another goal like this. The greatest rivalry, not only in college football, but maybe in American athletics. This was something that you would lay your life on the line.
John, we're giving you a raise.
That's fantastic, but I'm gonna pass.
Are you okay?
Honey, you got another present.
No, thank you, Dad.
Who says no to more? Time Warner Cable Internet gives you more of what you and those little data hoggers want, like ultra-fast speeds up to 50 megs. That's 8 times faster than DSL.
This internet speed is sick.
Get 15 meg internet starting at $39.99 a month. Call 1-844-663-7310.
And with home Wi-Fi, the whole family can be online at once.
Great for kids to stream scary shows while not cleaning their room. You'll also get our exclusive 1-hour arrival window, a money-back guarantee, and there's no contract to sign. Get 15 meg internet with no data cap starting at $39.99 a month. Plus free installation and access to over 500,000 TWC Wi-Fi hotspots nationwide. Would Rex pass up more beef stew? I don't think so. Say yes to more. Call now.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin. Whatever the sport, wherever it's played, there's one thing that student athletes, coaches, and fans can all share: sportsmanship. The Ohio High School Athletic Association's Respect the Game campaign reminds us that school sports are about so much more than wins and losses. On behalf of the OHSAA, let's all do our part to make school sports a fun, positive, and rewarding experience that student athletes will remember for a lifetime. Every game, every time, let's all respect the game.
A brisk Columbus morning, to say the least, at Ohio Stadium as Cuyahoga Heights and Marion Local do battle for the Division VI state championship. Teams are out for the coin toss in this one for the early 10 a.m. kick. Neil Sika, Matt Finkus, who you like?
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a defensive struggle, but I like Marion Local to get it done. Just the experience of playing at this level, playing at this 10 a.m. game, they just know what they're doing.
All right, I'm going to take Cuyahoga Heights. Take the Cleveland team in the end, no?
He's a homer. He's a North Coast homer.
Dave Bacon, Ryan Kavanaugh, Aaron Goldstein have the first half. We'll see you at halftime. Enjoy.
I'm always skeptical. Want to be smarter on sports? We got your secret weapon. Monday nights, Ohio sports veteran Bruce Hooley breaks it down team by team, game by game. So good. Making bold claims.
Don't do that nonsense ever again.
Silencing the doubters.
The kid must like to sit and watch.
Hooley. Monday nights at 8. Part of Ohio's biggest night in sports talk. On Time Warner Cable, Sports Channel.
Fishing poles?
Check.
Tackle box?
Check.
Cooler?
Check.
Exhaust?
Check.
Rotors?
Check.
Brake pads?
Replaced.
Honda certified brake pads?
Care and attention to detail. It's what we do. Roush Honda's certified pre-owned process delivers a multi-point inspection, leaving nothing unchecked, providing a complete vehicle history report, and most importantly, peace of mind.
Bad checks, late payments, garnished wages, back taxes, overcharges, bankruptcy, medical bills, child support, divorce. They all add up to bad credit. And that means junk for a car, right? Wrong. You need Bob, B-O-B-B, at BobSaysYes.com. Let us get you back on the road with a good quality car and payments you can afford. It's fast. It's easy. You need Bob, B-O-B-B, at BobSaysYes.com. We are here to help you get the car you want and the financing you need. Are you going to shop anywhere else? No. Visit us at BobSaysYes.com today.
This is it. This is what you worked for. This is what you fought for. This is what you live for. Steubenville, Hartley, live Friday at 3 p.m. It's the OHSAA High School Football Championships, only on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Two teams battle in the Division VI championship for three things: tradition, pride, and a trophy. Marion Local has a tradition of winning. They're playing in their 11th title game since 2000, seeking their 5th trophy in 6 years. They face a Cuyahoga Heights team who is proudly making their first championship appearance, looking to start a winning tradition of their own. It's the Marion Local Flyers and the Cuyahoga Heights Redskins in the OHSAA Division VI championship next. Only the best of the best get to play on Championship Friday, and we kick it off from the Shoe Ohio Stadium in Columbus with the Division VI game, Marion Local taking on Cuyahoga Heights. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Ohio Stadium. Along with my partner, Ryan Kavanaugh, I'm Dave Bacon. Let's take a look at how these teams reached the Division VI championship game. For Cuyahoga Heights, an impressive win over a traditionally strong Newark Catholic program. And for the Marion Local Flyers, they defeated Patrick Henry to reach this spot. Marion Local is in their 6th state championship game in a row. They've won 5 of those games, and they're looking for their 9th state championship overall.
This is a program that's certainly used to being on the big stage, and they're used to winning it. Now, last year they got knocked off in this game by Kirtland, and that loss has fueled them. The 2016 version of Marion Local features 28 seniors, so they're a veteran group.
They play in that mighty MAC, the Midwest Athletic Conference, and that has prepared them to play on this, the biggest stage in high school football.
There's no other conference out there that does the same thing that our conference does. It's interesting, and we can't wait to watch them play football and hope they're rooting for us because we're rooting for them.
There are 3 MAC teams playing. Our star to watch for Marion Local, Nate Moeller, getting it done running the football.
You know, he's not a very big guy. As you see, they're only 160 pounds, but look no further than last week's semifinal win over Patrick Henry to see what Nate Moeller brings to the table. 250 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns, 100 receiving yards with another touchdown. Look for 28 to move around offensively, and for Tim Goodwin to get him the football in a lot of ways.
When you talk about Cuyahoga Heights, a little bit different. This is their first appearance in a state championship game, but they are a very good program that just couldn't get out of the regionals or the state semis.
And the reason for that was the competition they were playing. We're talking the heavyweights in Division VI of the state. Newark Catholic, Ursuline, Kirtland. They got through those roadblocks this year. Now they're in the big dance. And a reason for their success this year, Dave, is their dominance in the first quarter. Look at those numbers, 153-7. They've outscored their opponents to start the game.
Obviously, this is a huge task, and their players and coach feel they're up to that challenge.
We know what the task is, but we've played some really good teams with great traditions. Kirtland has won 3 state titles, Newark Catholic's won 8, so that's not going to be a problem knowing how good they are. We expect them to play a great game. We know we're going to have to play great to have a chance to beat them.
We can handle them, so I don't think anyone's going to be shocked coming out and seeing them, but we're just ready to go. We're very, very primed and ready for a first state title in Cuyahoga Heights history.
And a key to that will be our star to watch, that man, Lucas Durazio.
Lucas just said they're going to be ready, and he needs to be ready. He comes in with 917 yards rushing, 21 touchdowns, 6'2", 195, 200 pounds. Lucas Durazio is a horse with the football in his hands, and he's going to have to play this way tonight because Marion Local comes in with a very physical defense.
It's the new ones in the state championship, Cuyahoga Heights, and the wily veterans, Marion Local, will kick off the Division VI championship game next.
You're watching the 2016 OHSAA State Championships, presented across Ohio, exclusively on Time Warner Cable. And by Central Ohio McDonald's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and an active, balanced lifestyle for youth. I'm loving it. By Honda. Majestic deals await at your local Ohio Honda dealer. Happy Honda Days. By Mr. Hero. It's all about the taste. And by Quaker's Steak and Lube. Great times, great food, Quaker's Steak and Lube. This is it. This is what you worked for. This is what you fought for. This is what you live for. St. Ignatius, St. Xavier, live Friday at 8 p.m. It's the OHSAA High School Football Championships, only on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Make the switch to LED and start saving on your energy bill with Westinghouse. This LED light bulb replaces a 60-watt incandescent and lasts up to 12,000 hours. They're designed to produce less heat, have a compact size to fit most fixtures, and turn on instantly in freezing temperatures. So install them in ceiling fans, patio lights, or anywhere you'd put an incandescent bulb. An 8-pack of these Westinghouse LED bulbs in daylight or soft white is $17.99.
Save big money at Menards.
Bob says yes to a reliable, affordable, better used vehicle. Everything from cars and trucks to vans and SUVs, Bob says yes. Even if you've had past credit problems, you don't have to settle for less because Bob says yes. Visit bobsaysyes.com to find out how easy it is to get a better used car in Central Ohio. But don't wait another minute. Go to bobsaysyes.com and fill out a quick credit application. That's bobsaysyes.com. Click the Apply Now link and you'll be on your way to a better used car. Visit bobsaysyes.com today.
Your team. Your school. Time Warner Cable Sports Channel is your home for Flyers athletics. What you live for lives here. The television home of the Dayton Flyers. Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Flyers basketball, Sunday at 2.
We got 20 seniors this year. You know, I've known them for forever now, and so that makes it special. But there's a lot of pride at stake.
And here is the Flyers' road to Columbus. They shut out St. Henry. They had a tough game against Mechanicsburg in the regional final, and then no problem at all with Patrick Henry in the state semifinals. The Flyers are back in the championship game. And here are the Marion Local Flyers coming into the Horseshoe, getting ready for the Division VI championship game, trying to win their 5th state title in 6 years.
And we've played in a lot of big games over the last 7 or 8 weeks, and each week it's been amazing how the kids have risen up. It's nice to finally get a chance ourselves to get through our tough region, have an opportunity to play for something as special as the state championship.
And here is Cuyahoga Heights' road to Columbus. Shutouts against St. Thomas Aquinas, then back-to-back wins against heavyweights, shutting out Kirtland, defeating Newark Catholic to get to the state finals.
Up top he goes. This is Drummond. Foot race. And Drummond wins it.
Cuyahoga Heights, welcome to the state championship as they head down the tunnel and into Ohio Stadium on the shoe, their first ever appearance here in the state championship game. Time to take a look at our weather, sponsored by Quaker Steak and Lube. A little chilly and a little windy, but we call it football weather in Ohio. Let's head down to the sidelines, welcome in the third person of our broadcast team, Aaron Goldstein. Take it away, Aaron.
Hey, Dave, you know, there are a few teams, if any, across the state that have been more dominant recently than Marion Local. Of course, this is their 6th straight year in the state finals, and they've won 5 of them. But if there are any team that's not intimidated by that, that would be Cuyahoga Heights. You heard Coach Al Martin say just a few minutes ago that the wins over Kirtland, 2 of them, and then the win last week over Newark Catholic, that certainly gave this team confidence to be able to come here and play a team as dominant as Marion Local. In fact, when you ask the Cuyahoga Heights players what their favorite moments are from the season, well, it's beating Kirtland, and yes, beating Kirtland. Well, they did it twice. Today, they have to try to beat the team that Kirtland beat last year, Marion Local. Dave?
Thanks very much, Aaron. Time to take a look at our keys to the game. And Ryan, you're going to drive us. This one's sponsored by Honda. Take it away.
First for Marion Local, red zone efficiency. Coach Goodwin understands trips inside the 20 will be at a premium. They're looking for 7, not 3. And force Lowther's hand. Cuyahoga Heights is a team that averages 5.5 yards a carry. Lowther with 6.57 himself, make him pass. And for Cuyahoga Heights, they got to get that consistency on the ground. The passing that Dylan Drummond and the other guys opens up when you can establish a run game and match the physicality up front. There's the dominant offensive line for Marion Local. Cuyahoga Heights has to come out, put their hard hats on, and match them up front.
Cuyahoga Heights won the toss, elected to receive. They want Brett Lowther and that offense on the field first. They want to try to set the tone. Ryan, I think it's extremely important that Cuyahoga Heights get off to a good start.
Well, and that's been one of the staples, as we pointed out, for their entire season. Really outplaying people in the first half.
Short kick, fielded at the 15-yard line, heading upfield. It's Dylan Drummond, and he's knocked down short of the 30-yard line. And it will be 1st and 10. Pretty good field position as the Redskins will start with the ball right across the 30 at the 31. And there is the man, Brett Lowther, 6'2", 162-pound senior, 105 of 165, 12 yards, 17 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions, also 657 yards and 12 touchdowns running the football. He makes the offense go. DeRazio is the back behind him. And it's DeRazio, and there's that stout defensive line that you talked about, and the physicality up front. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. Let's go with the offense for Cuyahoga Heights. senior-heavy group, 2 seniors in the middle, Wolski and McDaniel, then a couple of juniors as the guards. The skill position guys, Drummond, a big play wide receiver, as he has 8 touchdowns catching the ball. Durazio does the work running the football. 2nd down and 9 for Cuyahoga Heights.
Right away, that interior, the front line of the Marion Local defense flexing their muscles.
And there's a nice run by Lowther, gets across the 35, out to the 36, 37-yard line. Let's take a look at that Flyer defense. Knapschafer up front, very adept at getting to the quarterback. The linebackers are very active. Jack Holman is a good one, 8 tackles for loss. And on the back half, they have some athletes, Joel Goodwin, Ryan Toby. Keep your eye on those 2 guys. Toby, 4 interceptions on the year. 3rd down and 4. Lowther going to take a shot. Goodwin has the defense beaten. He's got it. Goodwin down to the 20-yard line. It's Drummond making the catch. Is a nice job by Dylan Drummond. Beat the defense. And Lowther with a great pass.
Beautiful play action. Look at the open up, and he steps back. This is their deep guy. Dylan Drummond will take the top off the defense. Nice pass, and Drummond slows down a step to catch it. Rethman brings him down, but this is where Cuyahoga Heights is very dangerous, when they can get Dylan Drummond into space and put it up over top of the defensive backs.
So a big play. They're inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Durazio grabbed and thrown back. Knapschafer from the defensive end spot, the first man there.
Then they get back to business. That's 34 running in between the tackles. But Lowther is a threat as well to keep it. Look for the option off of that. Coach Al Martin, this offense it's very sound. And when they put the ball in Lowther's hands running, it can stretch the defense. Right now, this is the softening up period. You know, they're going to use Lucas Durazio and set the tone through the tackles.
2nd down and 8. Little misdirection. Inside handoff. Ryan Polk gets it, and he gets shut down. Nice job coming up and making the tackle in run support.
Yeah, that's Ligers, the quarterback, stepping up on defense. How about him knifing up Dwayne Ligers? You know, it's all hands on deck, Dave. It's week 15. You've got a quarterback who's a real outstanding athlete and a football player across the board. You put him on defense as well.
3rd down and 6. Ball is inside the 15. The Redskins have an outstanding place kicker. Shotgun formation. Empty backfield. Lowther, incomplete. Brings up a 4th down. Intended receiver that time was Joey Stefanko.
Just outside, and you can see Lowther rather, really was rushed due to the pressure. Now, Marion Local's known to bring blitzes, and you see there 2, they showed it through both A-gaps, and then they brought it. And I believe Brett rushed his pass a little bit due to that.
It will be a 31-yard attempt. Snap and set are good. The kick is knocked through the uprights. 3-0. Cuyahoga Heights takes the lead. I think that's critical because it settles everything down for the Redskins. They've proved the stage isn't too big.
Right, and that's what Coach Al Martin expected is, hey, let's go out there, let's set the tone offensively, and a lot of that's on the back of Lucas Durazio. But you've also got the passing game going, and you've got Brett Lowther's feet wet, able to complete a pass, get moving.
So Schaefer knocks that 31-yard field goal through the uprights. And plenty of leg as well.
Yeah, this is called a chip shot if you're Max Schaefer. I mean, Max Schaefer is money. Look at that, looking good. And that was, you know, Coach Tim Goodwin pointed out. He said, look, they have the kicking advantage. Their kicker is outstanding. And that's part of him, that's him being Coach Goodwin wanting the red zone efficiency because he understands if they get down there, you know, those points are automatic for Schaefer.
So Mark Schaefer knocks that through. And now he's getting set to tee it up and kick it away. And deep Marion Local
has Ryan Toby, and he is dangerous. Matt Rethman as well, and Henry Keller. A little bit of a short kick grabbed at the 10-yard line. Out across the 25 and knocked down just short of the 30-yard line is Nate Moeller. So Moeller doing everything. We expect to see him carrying the football, catching the football, returning kicks, but good kick coverage by the Redskins.
Get used to hearing Nate Moeller's name.
Here is the quarterback, Dwayne Ligers, 118 out of 209, almost 2,000 yards and a great 17-5 touchdown to interception ratio. Has also run the ball for 750 yards and 22 touchdowns on the season.
Ligers is a really talented player, very athletic.
That's Moeller that they motion out. Ligers going to keep it, cuts upfield, and a big pickup. 9 yards, knocked down just short of the 40-yard line. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. And a very talented and senior-laden offensive line. You mentioned they're very physical up front, being the Flyers. Skill position guys, we've talked a little bit about Moeller. Ryan Toby, very good, and Homan is the guy that will run between the tackles physically as well.
Yeah, he'll run you over, too, if you get in the way. Jack Homan, that kid carries a hammer over his shoulder, and he'll swing it when he goes through the tackles.
2nd and 1, and that's Moeller.
That's good penetration by Lucas Durazio. Another two-way standout for this. That we're going to see Lucas Durazio from that strong safety position.
And here is the defense. John Teeter, one of the tackles to keep an eye on. Linebacking core, very, very active. You see Lowther, he'll come up and hit you. McDaniel as well. On that back half, we've already seen Lucas Durazio comes up and run support. And Joey Stefanko also very talented on the back half. 3rd and 1. Oh, no, they got it first down. 1st and 10. Little play action. Ligers taking a shot, and it's caught. A nice job by Ryan Toby into the secondary, inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. Toby just got inside his man, and it's a good pass by Ligers.
Well, this ball doesn't look great coming out of the hand of Dwayne Ligers. Great play action, steps into the throw, and it ducks a little bit on him, and look, it's still right where it wants to be. That's good coverage by Trey Combs, but Ligers puts it in the perfect spot, and Ryan Toby with his 43rd reception of the season just outside the red zone for the Flyers.
Here's Ligers, keeps it, and he is thrown down after a short gain. Good penetration up front by Teeter, Jonathan Teeter. Got the penetration, got the tackle.
Beautiful play off the DN. Look at Teeter playing down the line. You're going to see him on the right side of your screen. And that's a great job, just following the lineman to the hole. And that's a formation and a play that Cuyahoga Heights is going to have to be careful of, because when you have a quarterback like Ligers that you'll run, you can use the running back as an extra blocker. And it's hat on hat, but John Teeter shuts it down right away.
Nice pass out there by Ligers. It's Toby again. He has a first down inside the 15. That one was put with some zip on it to the outside by Dwayne Ligers.
And this is exactly what Marion Local will do if you want to give Ryan Toby an 8-yard cushion on the outside. Take what the defense gives you, and if they're going to be 8 and bailing at the snap, you got to have your receiver run the hitch route 5-6 yards, get it out to him, and you're in business on the outside. Nice play called by Tim Goodwin.
Already 2 receptions, 46 yards for Toby. There's Moeller trying to get the corner. He does. Cuts up. He's inside the 10. Good pickup on first down, 2nd and short.
And it's a beautiful seal block by Jack Homan. Jack Homan yet to get the football, but what a block by number 32, getting the edge and sealing it.
So Marion Local answers the way you would expect a championship-type team is Cuyahoga Heights put together a drive, Marion Local puts together a drive. The key's going to be, can they stick it into the end zone?
Well, this was the point. That's what Goodwin said. We got to get 7. We can't count on getting 3 and winning the football game.
Homan running through the defense. Inside the 1, 1st and goal. He doesn't get into the end zone, but Jack Homan, 1st and goal from the 1.
Time to do the dirty work in between the tackles. Give it to the 205-pound senior. Look at Jack Homan, and he just gets tripped up. Now that is outstanding blocking. Take a look at Nathan Bertkey putting a defender on his back, paving the way for Homan, and just tripped up. Jack Homan's looking around like, put him up, ref.
Come on, I got in the end zone.
And they're going to give it to him again. Here comes 32.
First and goal from the 1. Marion Local trying to answer Cuyahoga Heights score. There's the pitch. Moeller, he's got the touchdown. Nate Moeller puts 6 on the board as the Flyers an impressive first drive to answer Cuyahoga Heights 3.
Well, it's not 32, but it is 28 to the front corner of the end zone, untouched. That's Nate Moeller, 11 TD on the ground. And look at Holman, number 32. He gets that last kickout block, but he doesn't even need it. Moeller into the end zone, and there is the response from the perennial powerhouse Marion Local.
Tyler Mesher will try to add the point after on to make it a 7-3 lead. Snap and set are good. Mesher's kick is good as well. 7-3. Marion Local leads Cuyahoga Heights. It's the Division VI state championship game from Ohio Stadium. Welcome back to Ohio Stadium. Marion Local, an 8-play, 71-yard drive, and Nate Moeller carrying the mail into the end zone.
Good response by Marion Local, and a nice mix of the run and the pass.
Yeah, they had 46 passing yards, 25 rushing yards on that 71-yard drive, and Tim Goodwin probably couldn't have scripted it any better as far as an answer to that 3 points that Cuyahoga Heights put up on their first drive.
And Dave, we know that Marion Local has a gentleman named John Dirksen who is an offensive tackle. He's a junior. He unfortunately broke his leg early in the year, and he's a 6'6", 300-pound, go wherever you want for college, they'll pay for it type guy. And he's out, but I'll tell you who's in. The 5 guys in front of Holman, Ligers, and Moeller, and they are putting people on their backside.
They're seniors. They have been here every year they've been in high school.
They are, as advertised, very physical football team.
Drummond from the 4 for Cuyahoga Heights, finding a little bit of a seam and good coverage as he's knocked down at the 20-yard line. Look at the white jerseys there in kick coverage.
That's a great tackle by Joel Goodwin. There's number 20, happens to be the coach's son, and he happens to be great in kick coverage. Now watch Drummond, and he's going to bounce it out and keep an eye over here, and there's number 20. Nice job staying home.
Look at all those white jerseys. Yeah, that's the kick team.
That's a pursuit.
First and 10 from the 20 for Cuyahoga Heights, their second offensive possession.
And there's the keep.
Durazio. No, it's Lowther. It's Lowther, 24. That's a good ball fake.
Yeah, Lowther, as I pointed out before, he will ride it in almost a triple option look. And Al Martin sometimes will call dive, call keep, and other times he'll have Lowther reading it. And that time he read it, and good pull. And what I also like about that decision by Lowther is get north and south. Get your shoulders downfield. It's a 4-yard carry, and you take that every time on first down.
2nd and 6. He pulls it again. He's got the first down across the 30, brought down from behind out near the 33. He fell forward, picked up 3 extra yards on that, did the quarterback, Brett Lowther.
And this offense is a thing of beauty when it gets rolling, and when your quarterback like Lowther is running it at a high level and making good decisions with the football. And take a look at the defense close down. And right there, Lowther's reading Lance Brunswick, number 72, and as Brunswick's shoulders come down onto the Durazio fake, Lowther keeps it around him.
Little option pitch this time, and that's shut down. Flag comes in as well. That was Joey Stefanko, one of the slot guys that they pitched it to.
And I think we're going to get a face mask here on Marion Local on the missed tackle in the backfield. Stefanko, not a good position to be in when you catch it. There's a sideline and a defender, and not much room to go.
5-yard face mask, number 72 of the defense. It'll be a repeat of first down.
Now, Dave, I just pointed out in the previous play, Lance Brunswick taking away the dive. This time he's out in space, and you'll see Stefanik stick. Yeah, it's not Brunswick. That's Dwayne Ligers.
And there is the face mask by Ligers.
Yeah, Lance Brunswick is the DN. He's playing the dive. It's assignment football against a triple option. Everybody's got a man.
And the officials will confer. After the penalty, it's a 1st and 7. It's a spot of the infraction foul, so it's 1st and 7. Ball sits right across.
Game clock, 4-2-6, 4-2-6.
So the ball sits right across the 35, almost 36-yard line. But again, this is kind of what Cuyahoga Heights wants to do. You don't want to get in 2nd and long, 3rd and long, especially against this defense of Marion Local.
Doing well, maintaining time possession. And again, let's keep an eye on number 2, Dylan Drummond, because it's almost the effect of lulling you to sleep, and then they'll take that shot up top to the speedster number 2, Dylan Drummond.
Durazio fighting ahead and gets out near the 39-yard line.
You know, I'm almost pulling for Lucas Durazio to have a carry where he's not getting hit by 2 Marion Local defenders within the first 2 steps that he takes. If Coach Martin wanted to figure out, let's see how tough Lucas Durazio is, he's figuring it out. This is a good way to do it. There's a good look at Jared Bergman, linebacker, in on that tackle.
2nd and 4. Lowther pulls it. Close to the first down, going to be a little bit short. There's your man, Lance Brunswick, making the tackle off the D-end position.
Yeah, 170-pound senior Lance Brunswick playing a nice game so far on that corner. Jack Homan. And keep an eye on those middle linebackers, Dave. They keep bringing them up in the A-gap, showing blitz, and they're keeping Cuyahoga Heights guessing because a lot of times you drop them off, and then sometimes they'll bring them on the blitz.
They bring in a little extra beef, do the Redskins. 3rd down and 1.
Marion Local responds with 5-man front.
Play action. Over the middle, it's complete. Matt Harris, the tight end, and it's a 1st down in Marion Local territory, and they will throw the ball to Harris. That is his 16th reception of the year.
It's a beautiful play. This is what you call play action, pop pass. They fake it to what everybody expected was going to happen. That's a dive to Lucas Durazio, and they come up and they hit Matt Harris wide open over the middle.
Nice tackle by Matt Rethman, the strong safety, to come up and tackle the tight end one-on-one. Otherwise, that could have been a huge gain.
Yeah, what I like about Harris is he slowed his route down. He slowed down, throttled down, and found that open space in front of the free safety.
Durazio straight ahead, picks up 3-4 yards on 1st down. So that offensive line moving the pile that time for Cuyahoga Heights.
That's what they say. Let's get back to business. Let's continue to bruise the body of Lucas Durazio and hopefully tenderize the interior of the Marion Local defense.
4-yard pickup, 2nd and 6. A little bit of a spread look this time. 4 wides. Lowther pressured, trying to get outside, cuts upfield and is brought down, but he turns it into basically no gain, what could have been a sack, and we've got a player slow to get up.
That's Cole Unras, the linebacker, and he was chasing. There's a little scissor route, and here's number 6, Cole Unras, and you're going to see the cutback, and then Unras cleans up Lowther. And they ran a scissor route on the outside, so the slot goes up the sideline, nothing there. And here's the hit. There's Unras, cleaned him up. That's a dangerous play as a quarterback, or really any ball carrier. when you're cutting back and you don't see that backside because you can't brace yourself for the hit. Now, Lothar appears to be okay, but those are the tough hits. Doesn't matter how hard somebody hits you as long as you can brace yourself and prepare for it.
It was a nice job by Kyle Higgleford, the defensive end, to really force Lothar to head outside and not allow him to cut in. And he did a nice job of not allowing that to develop. Let's head down to the sidelines and Aaron Goldstein. Aaron?
Well, guys, as you can imagine, the week leading up to a state championship game is very busy for the coaches, especially with the small schools where you really just don't have as big of a staff, meaning you also have to take care of the logistics. Well, how about the week for Cuyahoga Heights head coach Al Martin, who's not only the head football coach, but the head girls basketball coach. They started their season last week. They're 2-0. He's been on the sideline for both their games, doing it all. He did say, however, the school decided to postpone tomorrow's game. He said he'll be ready to be back on the sidelines on Wednesday.
All right, Aaron, here we go. And the pass is deflected. Lowther's pass knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Good penetration up front by Marion Local.
Yeah, and that, you're going to see Jared Bergman and also Nat Schaefer. Let's see who gets a hand on it. Yeah, that's 33. That's John Knapp Schaefer, who's the guy that Coach Goodwin singled out as the lineman who can really get after the quarterback. And you see there, he's got a lot of length, 6'3", 200 pounds. Plans to attend Wright State, study mechanical engineering.
4th and 6, important to note that Lowther is also the punter for Cuyahoga Heights. Marion Local calls a timeout.
Marion Local, first timeout of the half.
And this is a critical point for both teams. The ball's at the 42. And if you're Cuyahoga Heights and you point it out, you can get that quick kick. And if you feel, if Coach Martin feels like Marion Local doesn't have anybody back, he can say, hey, go ahead, Brett, punt the ball down there. And if you can place him inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, make Marion Local go the long way, that might be something you want. Here, the tricky part is if you go for it on 4th down, you're giving them a short field.
Correct. And it's awfully early in the football game. It's still minute 35 in the first quarter. Good look at Tim Goodwin, and there's Al Martin. I tell you, Al Martin almost made it to states as the girls basketball coach a year ago, or 2015. His team lost by 1 point to Berlin Highland in the regional finals, and that is the traditional girls basketball power in that part of the state as well. So obviously getting it done for both sports is Al Martin.
Very accomplished coach.
4th down and 6, and again, it'll be interesting to see. The other advantage to having your quarterback as your punter, if you get there and you see a defense you like, you can obviously have him run a play. Brett Lowther is also the punter, and he is going to kick it. And it takes a nice bounce, and it's going to go and be down inside the 1. Great kick coverage. They want to roll it down even closer. It's at the 1, guys. Down it.
And this is what we're talking about. If you have the opportunity to pin them deep, you go ahead and do it.
Well, Marion Local, an outstanding first drive when they had the football, mixing the pass and the run. And here it is, Ligers, and he finds Toby. And then the guy that puts it on the scoreboard with 6 points, Nate Moeller, gets into the end zone. And that made it a 7-3 lead, that drive. Again, 8 plays, 71 yards.
And I would like to say that pass, as we see it again from Ligers to set up that touchdown, no, it's the best bad-looking pass I've seen in a really long time. It was a dime. Just didn't look very good.
Flag on the play.
And here's the thing. If you're going to have a false start, do it now.
Dead ball, false start, offense, number 32. Half the distance to the goal line, first down.
That might be 4 inches.
And that's the point there. You know, hey.
Game clock.
We never want to make mistakes.
1, 2, 4.
Now the thing is if that defensive line can get some penetration, Cuyahoga Heights could end up getting a safety. And the other thing is, remember, holding in the end zone is a safety as well.
Right. Well, holding, yeah, but the ball is in the end zone. You
right.
get a holding penalty. It's a safety. I'd be a little surprised if Coach Goodwin went to the passing attack. at this point, especially 2 tight ends and a
There's
wing.
Homan running it right up the middle. Got a yard maybe.
Yeah, Jack Homan. What a football player. Had a standout game last year in the state championship. He's back. And this is
great penetration up front.
You know, that is
Nick
great
Fry.
play. Nick Fry. Great job by Nick Fry.
Got a yard, 2nd down and 9. And again, the running backs are 3 and 5 yards deep in the end zone as they line up in the I formation for Marion Local. There's the pitch, Moeller, nice cut, and he gets out across the 5, out near the 8-yard line, so a decent pickup. Brings up 3rd down and certainly manageable at 3rd and 3.
And how about the quarterback, Brett Lowther? Take a look. First of all, that's just body on body up front.
Oh, yeah.
Lowther with the fill from the backside linebacker. Nice job.
When you're a
done.
quarterback and you get hit and then you get to play the other side of the ball, you can't wait to hit somebody.
Yeah. No, you know what I'd like to do when I was playing quarterback and I get hit? I'd like to stand on the sidelines after that. I wanted no part of defense, Dave. I'll let guys like Lowther do that, not me.
Ligers breaks the tackle, and he picks up the 1st down. A nice run by the quarterback, Dwayne Ligers. And that will be the final play of the 1st quarter. After they spot the ball, they will start the clock. But he converts on a 3rd down and 3. Ligers broke a tackle. And we've got a good one going in Division VI. Marion Local 7, Cuyahoga Heights 3. It's the Division VI state championship game from Ohio Stadium.
Hi, I'm Clark Kellogg. Join me for the Clark Kellogg Classic at Ohio Dominican University as we celebrate the official start of the high school basketball season.
Over, shot is up, shot is in.
You'll see many of the top girls and boys teams in Ohio. It's all to support the great work being done by these fine charities and organizations. The Clark Kellogg Classic at Ohio Dominican University. Tickets are $10 and under at clarkkelloggclassic.com.
Fishing poles?
Check.
Tackle box?
Check.
Cooler?
Check.
Exhaust?
Check.
Rotors?
Check.
Brake pads?
Replaced.
Honda certified brake pads?
Care and
Check.
attention to detail. It's what we do. Roush Honda's certified pre-owned process delivers a multi-point inspection, leaving nothing unchecked, providing a complete vehicle history report, and most importantly, peace of mind.
Prepare to maintain your vehicle with automotive products from Menards. Right now, you can pick up an 80-ounce bottle of Power Service diesel treatment or a 64-ounce bottle of House diesel conditioner and anti-gel for just $8.99 each. Be prepared for automotive maintenance with this trolley jack combo kit. It includes a 2-ton trolley jack and 2 jack stands. Just $24.99 after rebate. Don't forget Christmas. Grab a Menards gift card. Now during the Home for the Holidays sale.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Marion Local was in the state championship game. They had a great first half against Kirtland, but in the second half, the Kirtland Hornets came back and they beat Marion Local 22-20. A couple of big turnovers for Kirtland, and Kirtland took home that state championship trophy. You can be sure Coach Tim Goodwin and his Flyers remember that. I mentioned this is the 6th straight time they've been in the championship game. Last year, their lone loss in a championship game during that run.
Well, automobiles need gasoline to fuel them. And this year, it was that game that has fueled and propelled Marion Local back to this stage. Coach Goodwin, very upfront and honest about that. It was, it stung a little bit, the loss, and certainly going into halftime, it looked, and at certain points in that game, looked like Marion Local had a chance to put the foot on the gas and really take Kirtland out of it. Kirtland resilient, stuck around.
Ligers, Toby trying to run before he had the football. Was delivered very well. Toby wants that one back. Nice pass by Ligers. Impressed with Dwayne Ligers' arm. He gets it there in a hurry.
One thing that stands out to me is that the cushion that the defensive backs, you're going to look and there's both receivers down at the bottom. There's Toby wide open and there's an inside slot that's open. Now, Lowther was moving over to cover the inside slot, but those are just 2 hitches. Both receivers open, and the defense of Cuyahoga Heights is giving a lot of cushion and a lot of respect to these receivers from Marion Local.
Ligers pressured, tucks it, and he's got the sidelines. He's got a first down, and he's out across the 35, just short of the 40-yard line. Dwayne Ligers doing it with his legs that time for the Flyers.
Beautiful decision by Ligers. Nothing open downfield, tuck the ball and run, and there's just too much speed from your quarterback, Dwayne Ligers. If you're the Redskins defensively, he's going to get the edge. And take a look, it's Nick Fry over here, number 42, unable to set that edge and keep Ligers inside. Nice gain for the quarterback, Dwayne Ligers.
And he is the leading ground gainer, now 4 carries, 41 yards for Ligers. And this time he is hitting the backfield and thrown for a loss. And a nice job of getting penetration by Chad McDaniel. And he said, enough of that. He's the leading ground gainer. Let's take some yards away from him.
Chad McDaniel plans to attend one of the armed forces next year for college, not to play football. But Dave, he says the way he gets ready for the football game is his head a few times against the locker because it clears his head. That's a football player, number 56. Chad McDaniel, hard-nosed, and that epitomizes this Redskin defense. Nice play. And I look for them to try and do that more. They may want to bring some more pressure.
Ligers brought down again. Tyler Seelig finished him off.
Nick Fry again from that nose tackle position in the offensive backfield.
Fry got him by the leg, and then Seelig made sure he wasn't going anywhere. 3rd down and 11.
Ligers is a tough out. He's a tough guy to get to the ground. Really?
Well, yeah, it came in 22 rushing touchdowns, 750 yards.
Yeah, nice, really nice football player is Dwayne Ligers.
3rd and 11 for Marion Local, trying to convert near midfield. Ligers, they set up the little screen, and it's complete. And brought down right near the first down marker, it's Matt Rethman.
This is a beautifully designed play.
I think he's a little short of the first down. Great call, too.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful play call. And you're going to see trips to the bottom of your screen, and you see the motion this way, short roll, and off the play fake to Rethman, they come back to him. How about that blocking downfield? I believe that's Kyle Koenig.
And you saw that sea of red coming after him, and that's exactly what that play is designed to do, draw the defense in. Offense still on the field, 4th down and 1, I formation behind Ligers. Moeller, he got the first down into Cuyahoga Heights territory at the 49. Big guys up front got that done.
You got Ryan Kemper, the right tackle. He's only a $180 playing right tackle, but he finished that play 5 yards downfield. Good piece of blocking by 53. And of course, Nathan Birdkey, the right guard, really one of the linemen that stepped up in the absence of Dirksen as a leadership. But look at 53. Look at this push. Just moving them. And that's an excellent job. Here's your right tackle. Look how far downfield he is. You need a yard. You get a 5-yard push from your right tackle, you're going to get that yard.
Movement up front. It's going to be offsides against Cuyahoga Heights.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Defense. Number 4. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
But they had Lowther and Matt Harris, both outside linebackers up on the line, coming off the edge. And they called it on Lowther. I think they both jumped off sides.
I think you're right. Could have picked one. 1st and 5. Marion Local running the ball effectively. 13 rushes, 65 yards as a team. So they're averaging 5 yards a crack. 1st and 5. Homan. And he gets hit almost immediately. Jonathan Teeter, one of the first men there.
And this play by Matt Harris.
Yep.
And take a look at this end. Here's Matt Harris. Take a look at that job.
Oh, they meet at the running back.
Watch Harris. We're going to take another look at this. Watch number 80 come across the line. Look at him in the backfield, right across the lineman's face. And you point out Teeter from the other side.
No gain on that play. 2nd down and 5.
Jack Homan takes a shot.
Ligers, first down, stumbles. He had some room if he could have kept his balance.
Dave, take a look at the right tackle, Ryan Kemper, 53. He's turning into my guy. Watch this pull from 53, and look at the seal block. Get up in the hole, boom.
He's your guy because he's clearing the way for a quarterback. He'd be my guy if I was a quarterback.
Yeah, Nate Birdkey, the right guard, but Ryan Kemper, 7 yards downfield with the pancake block. It's 10 o'clock on a Friday morning, and Kemper's handing out pancakes.
From the 38, inside handoff. Homan into the secondary, brought down at the 20-yard line by Dylan Drummond, but they snuck that one little misdirection in there and a big run.
Quick hitter to Jack Homan, and look at the backfield. It looks as if the motion's going the opposite way, fake it, and they give it to Homan before anybody in the front seven knows what's going on with Cuyahoga Heights. You see Lowther looking around behind the play, saying, oh, that guy's got the ball, and he's 10 yards downfield.
Ball now at the 21 of the Redskins. Marion Local, another impressive drive.
It looks good, Dave. It looks good.
High formation behind Ligers. There's the pitch to Moeller. And a nice job coming up and knocking down the running back, Tyler Seelig.
Nate Moeller hasn't got a whole lot of work thus far. And Seelig, as you pointed out, watch 16 appear on the scene. There he is, like a flash coming through.
Saw Chad McDaniel kind of turn that in as well.
If you're Marion Local, you just run it behind Ryan Kemper, number 53.
Picked up 2, second down and 8 for the Flyers. Trying to add to that 7-3 lead. Little swing pass to Moeller. And he's brought down after a short gain. Good open field tackle by Trey Combs. Moeller not an easy guy to bring down in the open field.
No, that was nice. Trey Combs breaks down, trips him up. Now Moeller still gets 2 yards because of the forward momentum. But if you're Trey Combs, that's what you got to do. You're not going to get a clean shot on a guy like Nate Moeller out in space. I mean, you could, but it's usually guessing, and you don't want to guess out there. You want to try and bring him down. There's Coach Al Martin.
Trying to get the defensive stop from his Redskins. Ball at the 16-yard line of Cuyahoga Heights. 3rd down and 5. Ligers finds a way to get near the first down, and it looks like he picked it up. And he did, in fact, at the 10. Nice job in very small quarters by Dwayne Ligers to get that first down.
Dave, they ran a stunt for Cuyahoga Heights. You're going to see 56, Chad McDaniel. He loops around here. Ligers gets underneath him, and McDaniel, number 56, doesn't get there in time. Go ahead. See, there's McDaniel, and Ligers slips right underneath. If McDaniel takes a sharper angle, that play shut down for no gain. Good piece of running by Ligers.
They're actually just inside the 10, so it's 1st and goal. They get down near the 6, 2nd and goal from the 6.
Again, Tim Goodwin wants to come away with 7 here. Doesn't want to look back and say, hey, we left some points on the table, especially after a drive like this. Remember, this drive started at the 1-yard line.
Yeah. Ligers, Homan leading the way, and he is brought down. That is a touchdown-saving tackle by Lucas DeRazio. Got a hold of an ankle. 3rd and goal from about the 1. Now they're going to spot him at the 2.
Ligers wanted it. There's Chad McDaniel. He got there at the end, but it's Lucas DeRazio and the penetration that tripped up Ligers.
What an impressive drive by Marion Local.
Yeah, they're back where they started the drive in this end zone. We flipped it at the quarter, and we're down to 4:29.
3rd and goal from the 2. Moeller not going to get there. 4th and goal from the 1. Decision time for Marion Local.
And, you know, this Nate Moeller going right between the tackles. We'll take a look at this. A nice job by Cuyahoga Heights to stuff it up. Right there, Trey Combs coming off the end, 21. You got your cornerbacks playing up on the edge. 4th down and 1. Tim Goodwin knew trips to the red zone were going to be a premium, but that we didn't know it was because he was going to hold on to the football the whole half.
And the offense still on the field. Important play here.
18th play of the drive.
Play action, Ligers
got into the end zone. Dwayne Ligers touchdown, Marion Local. Wasn't there initially, kind of felt his way through some traffic and into the end zone.
What a piece of block, and watch the left tackle, Nick Heckman, number 62. He's working on DeRazio. And see, number 62, he puts DeRazio away, and Ligers gets behind him. But that was an excellent piece of blocking by Nick Heckman. Dwayne Ligers nose for the end zone.
So it's a 19-play, 99-yard drive that takes up 9 minutes and 40 seconds. Mesher trying to make it a 14-3 lead. It wasn't pretty, but it splits the uprights and it counts. 14-3, Marion Local leads on the touchdown run to cap. A 99-yard drive. Dwayne Ligers takes it in to give Marion Local an 11-point lead.
Can you see the lights? Can you feel the fire? Can you see the stars? Can you feel the power? Oh.
Tuesday nights, it's game time. Join Greg Miller, Steve Hellwagon, and Josh Harris as they break down the week's best in Ohio college football. Your teams, your schools.
Look at that acrobatic move.
What you live for lives here. Game Time Ohio, Tuesdays at 8, only on Time Warner Cable, Sports Channel.
Welcome back to Ohio Stadium. Marion Local caps off a 9-minute, 40-second drive. Here's the touchdown and Dwayne Ligers.
I mean, that piece of blocking by Nick Heckman, that was a very slow developing play. Good job by Trey Combs for Cuyahoga Heights to force Ligers back in. But it's the interior blocking and staying on your blocks that allows that man to finish off what was a very impressive scoring drive.
There you see it, 19 plays, 99 yards, 940. And Dwayne Ligers now 10 carries, 57 yards, and that touchdown run. Getting it done running the football for the Flyers.
9 minutes and 40-second drive?
I know.
I mean, if we get 3 of those, that's a half of football.
It's an impressive 99 yards. You start at the 1, and yet there was no huge plays. It was just good execution of what they were doing. A little bit of a short kick from the 16-yard line. And Combs pushed back at about the 24-yard line. Trey Combs. Check that. It's Stefanko who grabs it and gets out near the 24-yard line.
It's like death by 1,000 cuts going up against Marion Local. They just keep grinding and grinding and grinding.
You see the time of possession, Marion Local keeping the football away from what has been a very potent offense for Cuyahoga Heights. We told you at the beginning of the show, they've outscored opponents 153-7 in the first quarter. So check mark for Marion Local on that battle early in the game. So Brett Lowther and the offense trying to answer now for Cuyahoga Heights. And Lowther going to go up top. Stefanko incomplete. Had the defense, had a step behind the defense, but that one a little bit off mark.
What happened is Stefanko's running a post, but Stefanko cuts his route in. He has to redirect it to get around the free safety. And so you're going to see what I'm talking about. See, he's running the post, comes in a little bit, and Lowther's throwing it deep. And it's actually thrown behind the receiver because of the route that Stefanko was running. But Lowther was expecting a deeper post route. Stefanko cut it in, so it's a little miscommunication on part of quarterback wide receiver.
2nd and 10, incomplete. As Lowther trying to find Matt Harris, his big tight end. 3rd and 10.
Lowther steps into this throw, just too far, and that's Matt Harris might be thanking him that it was a little too far, because Sam Hulsman, number 11, the linebacker, was waiting for Harris.
Ball at the 25-yard line. 3rd down and 10 for Cuyahoga Heights. Marion Local complete. They came on the blitz, and Taylor Martin has it. It's going to be short of the 1st down, though.
This looked like a great opportunity for Taylor Martin. Watch this throw, Dave. It's on the back shoulder, and if he could have planted the left foot and spun back. See how he turns into the receiver? I'm talking about planting the left foot and spinning the right shoulder to the sidelines.
That's Dwayne Ligers, the quarterback, making that tackle. 4th and 1, offense on the field. D'Orazio.
He's not going to get it.
He didn't get it.
That's Lance Brunswick, number 72, coming off the side, and he met Lucas D'Orazio in the backfield, and he did not give ground.
Al Martin not happy. Tim Goodwin was running on the field trying to get a timeout at the start of this.
And we'll see if this is a read. And you see Lance Brunswick, 72, coming off the edge. And if Coach Martin, the conversation may be with Lowther that your read is number 72. And when his numbers come downfield, meaning his numbers point towards their center, that's a keep read.
Marion Local with it, and there is Moeller, and he is inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line of Cuyahoga Heights. And now Marion Local looking for a little bit of a haymaker blow here. As they had that 9-minute 40-second drive, and then it's 4 and out. Defense back on the field.
Time to spotlight number 67, Kyle Koenig. I'm just going to cover the entire offensive line from Marion Local. That's how good they're playing.
There's Homan running with some purpose. He gets the 1st down inside the 25 down to the 22.
Ryan Kemper, right tackle, getting up off the pile next to him. Watch number 53, right tackle. Boom, nice seal block. There's a 62, Nick Heckman again, downfield. I mean, linemen don't belong offensive linemen don't belong 5 yards downfield. That means you're taking defenders and moving them.
We approach 2 minutes remaining in this first half. 1st and 10 from the 23 of Cuyahoga Heights. Marion Local trying to add to that lead. Ligers has his incomplete, had a man, and underthrew the intended receiver. Didn't get his shoulder squared that time, looking for Moeller. And Moeller had some room.
Now that was not a very good looking ball, and it was not an effective pass. We'll see.
Didn't turn his shoulder. Got to turn that front shoulder, get some zip on it.
Just a little bit short to Moeller. Had him on the outside. That's tough. Right-handed quarterback, that's the most difficult throw when you're rolling to your left. You got to drive your right shoulder back.
Yep.
You can get the torque in your waist. Drive the shoulder back and then come on through with the football.
2nd down and 10. Ligers keeps it. He's got blockers. Nice cutback. Dwayne Ligers takes it in, his 2nd touchdown. Oh, what a run by the quarterback, Dwayne Ligers.
They pull the left guard, left tackle, Kyle Koenig, Nick Heckman. Koenig gets a block. Heckman's looking for one. Ligers looking, and he finds the end zone.
He made a nice move around a defender at about the 11-yard line.
Sure did. He took advantage of the over pursuit of the defense. Look at that. You're going to see both linemen. Here they come. 67, 62. 67 gets a block, and that's Trey Combs. And that's just a stop. Allow the defender and the over pursuit to go past you, and then you take the football into the end zone. Effective piece of running by Dwayne Ligers.
Tyler Mesher trying to add the point after, and he does. 21-3 as Marion Local makes that 4 and out hurt on the scoreboard after they didn't convert on 4th down.
Whoop. And that's Nick Heckman's guy, but Ligers gets out in front of the left tackle who's pulling. Look at this block. Look at that seal block. And a little dip and go from number 14.
Have a game, Dwayne Ligers. 11 carries, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns. 4 of 6 throwing the ball, 59 yards. That's his passing. You see his rushing as well. He's 11 of 79 for 2 touchdowns. That's kind of the way you want the first half of the state championship game to go if you're a quarterback.
Just so we're clear, those are good numbers, but Ryan Kemper is still my guy. The right tackle is still my guy.
Well, those offensive linemen have a little bit to do with that success.
I'll say. And you know, the scary thought about watching this unit perform, and I'm talking about the 5 guys out front from Marion Local, is that John Dirksen is not out there.
Yeah.
And John Dirksen,
he is a big guy that can obviously move.
There's a lot of colleges that would be very happy for the junior to join them, and that's unfortunate that he broke his leg in that Coldwater game. Fortunate he has his senior year still at Marion Local. There he is.
There he is. That is just a big young man.
Yeah, you can't really.
No,
okay.
you get a good idea.
Well, no, I wanted
He's the size of 2 guys.
I wanted them to get the size of him next to the golf cart because the golf cart's going to look small.
Drummond trying to fight his way, and he's pushed back, gets out to the 25. Kind of an interesting thing to keep an eye on. Tyler Mesher plays on offense, and he's also the place kicker, and you have to have a kicking shoe. You can't kick in normal shoe. You have to have a kicking shoe.
You know, that's just what you do. If you're going to kick, you have to have a kicking shoe, and you have to have someone to tie the kicking shoe, which he has that as well. Now I want to know, so he's the kicker, he plays line. Does the kicking shoe tie guy also have another position on the sidelines? Or is he just dedicated to the kicking shoe?
I think that was a coach doing that. Lowther taking a shot over the middle, incomplete. Is the reason for that, good pressure, and he didn't get to follow through.
Well, Lowther looks a little tight to me. He's overthrowing a little bit. Let's take a look here. Yeah, he just comes off his back foot. I mean, he's got to step down and drive the football, and that ball's going to sail. Look at all the weight's on the back. Now you're right, Dave. There was some pressure in his face.
Yeah, Sam
from that angle,
Juselman,
you can see
that outside linebacker, and he took a pretty good hit. But point taken, you have to be able to drive the football if you're going to throw it, particularly over the middle. 2nd down and 10, incomplete. And that time it looked like Drummond just out of sync. That wasn't a bad throw.
Well, it depends what they're doing. That, you know, it looks like a slant route. Dylan Drummond stopped the route, and Lowther threw it as if he was going to continue the route. So this is not the first time, it's second, third time we've seen these two on separate pages. And see, Drummond just stops.
Right.
And that's dangerous because that's very well could have been intercepted.
1-3-8. 1-3-8.
So they want to put a second back on the clock.
If you're Cuyahoga Heights, it's 3rd and 10. You have to be looking to put some points on the board. Remember, they took the ball. So Marion Local is going to have the ball coming out at halftime in the second half.
So here it is, 3rd down and 10, spread look. Lowther, incomplete, deflected by Jared Bergman, the linebacker, before it could get to Drummond. Good play by the linebacker, undercut that. He wants an interception, that's why he's nodding his head.
Yeah, he's unhappy. You know, Lowther has a really nice arm, and that goes right through the hands of Bergman, then it goes through the hands of Drummond. There's like 3 people on the field that are upset they didn't catch this football. Look at that pass, though. Beautiful. Bergman coming back. There's 2 guys in coverage. You see Rethman, Toby.
Lowther kicks it. Fair catch called for and made by Toby at the 42-yard line. So Marion Local under a minute and a half. And they also have all their timeouts. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Well, coming up at halftime, we'll head back to the studios. And we will have first half highlights. We will also hear from Bob Goldring, Assistant Commissioner with the Ohio High School Athletic Association, all coming up at the half. And Marion Local has been outstanding in this first half of football. A good look at Tim Goodwin. Has to be pleased with the way his Flyers have played. Ligers looking for Toby. He has it. And he's into Cuyahoga Heights territory. Picks up a first down.
Dave, this is exactly where you want to throw the hitch. A hitch is where you run out about 5 yards and you stop and the football's in the air as you're turning around. You want that to your outside shoulder, and you saw that's exactly where it was. Toby catches it as he turns, and his body takes him out and towards the sidelines.
1st and 10 from the 45, Ligers. Thought about running, and now he has some room, throws, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Seelig. Tyler Seelig back near midfield. Big play for Cuyahoga Heights. Let's see if the Redskins can put some points on the board with it.
And Dwayne Ligers does a good job to extend this play, does his best Johnny Manziel impression. Look at him cut back underneath. And this is a little Johnny Manziel too. Throws it right at a linebacker.
Tell you what, Tyler Seelig did a great job because you see him basically shadowing the quarterback and then making the interception.
Yeah,
heck of a play by the linebacker.
You know, that's the first mistake I've seen Dwayne Ligers make this morning. He's been outstanding. That time threw it right at number 16. Big change of events for the Redskins.
4 wides. They empty the backfield from the 49-yard line of Cuyahoga Heights. Lowther gets it out. It's complete. And nice job to get out of bounds by Martin. Or no, it's Stefanko. Joey Stefanko. Headsy play, too. Picked up a lot of yardage, got out of bounds.
And this play worked because of the protection the offensive line gave Lowther. Stefanko was an outlet near the flat, near the line of scrimmage at the sideline. And due to the offensive line, Lowther able to check down and find the 5'7", 150-pound senior Stefanko.
4 wides again from the 36. Crossing pattern, incomplete. Good coverage by Goodwin. Joel Goodwin got to the defender, or the receiver, right when the ball did.
Slant from your inside guy. We'll see if Goodwin gets there early. Yeah.
Might have had him hooked with the back arm.
Yeah, let's see. Look at, he's on his back. Yeah, it's tough. Look, I'm not here to second guess anybody, and that's why I'm up here, and they're the professionals down there. Nice play by Joel Goodwin, taking nothing away from number 20. That's solid coverage.
They get it out quickly, and a nice tackle in the open field. Coming up is Dwayne Ligers, and he threw the receiver down quickly.
Timeout.
Yeah, that's Ryan Polk.
Cuyahoga Heights.
And they run him out of the backfield, and right here, it looked like Polk had a quick opportunity to see Ligers coming towards him.
Lost a couple on that pass play. Good open field tackle by Dwayne Ligers.
Lowther almost just pushed his receiver out of a helicopter without a parachute, throwing the football right towards him with Dwayne Ligers bearing down on him. Take a look at this. Dwayne Ligers sees this all the way, and look at the two coming. Here comes Ligers, and Polk has that 1 second. Now, it's enough time to see the hit. It's not enough time to adjust your path, and you're running right into the arms of Dwayne Ligers.
Look at all the white jerseys running to the football. It's a sign of a really good defense.
Well coached.
Good timeout as well. You're at 3rd and 12, 50 seconds left. You have to find a way to get some points, and preferably 7 if you're Cuyahoga Heights. Let's head down to the sidelines and Aaron Goldstein. Aaron.
Dave, you certainly noticed a change in emotion here on the Cuyahoga Heights sideline after that interception. Look, when they fall down 21-3, then give the ball back to the Flyers, it didn't look good, but that interception certainly turned around the spirits. They know, though, because as you mentioned, Marion Local get the ball to start the second half, so they know they got to put some points on the board here.
Absolutely. 4 wides, 3rd down and 12 for Cuyahoga Heights. Lowther, incomplete. Good coverage. Stefanko, the intended receiver.
Yeah, this is a combination, a bit of a smash route. You're going to see a flag from the inside receiver. He's going to come in and go back out. And what you have is you have a hitch on the outside, and then you have this. And watch this hit by Ligers. Dwayne Ligers is just running around and hitting people. Sometimes that person has the football, and sometimes they don't. But you don't see a quarterback play as physical on defense as Dwayne Ligers.
4th and 12, offense obviously on the field. Lowther taking a shot for Drummond down the sidelines. He caught it, but he's out of bounds. Great adjustment to the ball. Didn't have any room to grab it, though. Good coverage. use the sideline as another defender.
4 verticals, and what you're trying to do is stretch the defense and make them make decisions, but Joel Goodwin comes off the hash, double coverage, and there's the ball on the ground. Look at Joel Goodwin comes across, Lowther throws Drummond out of bounds. Now, when you're trying to isolate and get a receiver up top, the battle here is that Cuyahoga Heights goes to Dylan Drummond. That's their deep threat, and Marion Local knows that. So if they're going to cover one guy going deep, it's going to be number 2, Dylan Drummond. And that time, good coverage from Joel Goodwin coming off the hash and staying on top of number 2, not letting him get behind him.
They did a nice job of using the sideline as an additional defender as well. Drummond just had no room to catch the football. That will be the final play of this first half, a outstanding first half of football by the Marion Local Flyers, as they have 140 yards rushing the football in that first half, and it's added up to a 21-3 lead. And as we mentioned, Flyers get the football to start the third quarter as well. So outstanding job by the Flyers.
Good first drive by Cuyahoga Heights, and then that Flyer defense settles down. I can think of one mistake in the first half, and that was Ligers trying to make a play and throw an interception. Other than that, pretty solid all-around half by Marion Local.
Yeah, let's head down to the field. Aaron Goldstein has the head coach, Tim Goodwin. Take it away, Aaron.
Well, Coach, you get a 9-minute and 40-second drive there. What did you like about what your offense was able to do to really change the momentum in this game?
Yeah, so far we've been doing a pretty nice job at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. So, you know, it's one half, and both teams will go in and make some adjustments.
You were in this position a year ago, big lead at the half. What do you say to your guys to make sure you can hold on to this one and win a state title?
Yeah, well, that will be a point of emphasis. There's no doubt. You know, we didn't finish it off last year. We have another chance this year. We're only halfway there.
All right, good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
It has been a very good half of football for the Marion Local Flyers. On the other side of break, we'll head back to our studios. Neil Seekin and Matt Finkus will have analysis and highlights. 21-3, Marion Local leads Cuyahoga Heights in the Division VI championship game.
John, we're giving you a raise.
That's fantastic, but I'm gonna pass.
Are you okay?
Honey, you got another present?
No, thank you, Dad.
Who says no to more? Time Warner Cable Internet gives you more of what you and those little data hoggers want, like ultra-fast speeds up to 50 megs. That's 8 times faster than DSL.
This internet speed is sick.
Get 15 meg internet starting at $39.99 a month. Call 1-844-663-7310.
And with home Wi-Fi, the whole family can be online at once.
Great for kids to stream scary shows while not cleaning their room. You'll also get our exclusive 1-hour arrival window, a money-back guarantee, and there's no contract to sign. Get 15 meg internet with no data cap starting at $39.99 a month. Plus free installation and access to over 500,000 TWC Wi-Fi hotspots nationwide. Would Rex pass up more beef stew? I don't think so. Say yes to more. Call now.
Tuesday nights, it's game time. Join Greg Miller, Steve Hellwagon, and Josh Harris as they break down the week's best in Ohio college football. Your teams, your schools.
Look at that acrobatic move.
What you live for lives here. Game Time Ohio, Tuesdays at 8, only on Time Warner Cable, Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Clark Kellogg. Join me for the Clark Kellogg Classic at Ohio Dominican University as we celebrate the official start of the high school basketball season.
Over, shot is up, shot is in.
You'll see many of the top girls and boys teams in Ohio. It's all to support the great work being done by these fine charities and organizations. The Clark Kellogg Classic at Ohio Dominican University. Tickets are $10 and under at clarkkelloggclassic.com.
You're watching the OHSAA Football State Championships exclusively on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. The rights to this broadcast have been granted by the OHSAA, representing 832 high schools across Ohio and more than 350,000 boys and girls who participate annually in OHSAA-sponsored athletic competitions. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of Time Warner Cable Sports Channel and the OHSAA is strictly prohibited.
Halftime in the Division VI state championship game, and Marion Local hoping to start a trend of what happened 2 years ago. A trio of Midwestern Athletic Conference championships. They're up 21-3 at the half over Cuyahoga Heights. Neil Sika, Matt Finkus. I wouldn't say early jitters for the Redskins. They move the football well, but it's been the execution that's been so impressive from these Flyers.
It has been. I'll tell you, it's been the offensive line for the Flyers. They have really taken over this football game, been able to run the ball extremely effective, pass when they need to. But I guarantee you, Coach Goodwin is in that locker room telling them right now, remember, we were right here last year, too. Let's keep the foot on the gas pedal.
Opening drive, pretty good. 45-yard reception. Dylan Drummond. That would set up this 31-yard field goal from Mark Schaefer, one of the best in the state. 3-0. Redskins. Back come the Flyers. Nate Moeller goes in from a yard out. 7-3 Marion Local. That was an 8-play, 71-yard drive. And then, capping off a 19-play, 99-yard drive, Ligers goes in for the score. He'd add one more. 21-3 at the half. You look at these halftime statistics. It's balanced for both of these teams, so you see the rushing yards from Cuyahoga Heights and that stout defensive front, as you were just talking about, from Marion Local providing the job.
Yeah, I mean, the Marion Local, we knew both defenses were going to come in here playing very effectively. Marion Local has lived up to that billing, and again, I think the Flyer offensive line has started to take over this football game. That 19-play drive, man, that can be so demoralizing for a defense to have to deal with.
Matt, kids don't gather around the radio anymore. There are no more fireside chats. But if we talk about this game 20 years from now and the score holds, we're going to talk about that 19-play, 99-yard drive that went over 9 minutes. But it was the wrinkle of the screen pass that they put in there with Ligers finding his scat back that made things interesting.
Yeah, you see the motion to trips right here, and the running back's just going to slip out. Great job of recognizing, and a great call here on third down for the conversion. You see Cuyahoga Heights getting ready to bring pressure, and just a nice little slip screen here on a third down that you needed to convert, and a great effort here. Getting close to the first down, he didn't actually get there. He was about a half a yard short, but then Nate Moeller was able to convert right after that.
And that was Matt Rethman on the reception. Now, Cuyahoga Heights, at the end of the half, hooks up on third down and 10. They get about a yard shy of the first down. Big stop by Ligers, the quarterback, also playing in the secondary. And then just 4 plays later, he'll take it in on this 22-yard touchdown run. So it's been the execution. After that opening drive from Cuyahoga Heights, they got the football back, and they would turn it over on downs on this long pass on fourth down. So that Marion Local defense doing its job.
Yeah, they've done a great job all year long, and they're doing a great job again today.
Flyers looking for their 9th state championship and 5th in the last 6 years. They're up 18 in the Division VI state title game.
This is it. This is what you worked for. This is what you fought for. This is what you live for. Steubenville, Hartley, live Friday at 3 p.m. It's the OHSAA High School Football Championships, only on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Fishing poles?
Check.
Tackle box?
Check.
Cooler?
Check.
Exhaust?
Check.
Rotors?
Check.
Brake pads?
Replaced.
Honda certified brake pads?
Care and
Check.
attention to detail. It's what we do. Roush Honda's certified pre-owned process delivers a multi-point inspection, leaving nothing unchecked, providing a complete vehicle history report, and most importantly, peace of mind.
Bad checks, late payments, garnished wages, back taxes, overcharges, bankruptcy, medical bills, child support, divorce. They all add up to bad credit. And that means junk for a car, right? Wrong. You need Bob, B-O-B-B, at bobsaysyes.com. Let us get you back on the road with a good quality car and payments you can afford. It's fast. It's easy. You need Bob, B-O-B-B, at bobsaysyes.com. We are here to help you get the car you want and the financing you need. Are you going to shop anywhere else? No. Visit us at bobsaysyes.com today.
We are a team. We are the playmakers. We are the game changers. We are the victors. We are the underdogs. And that's why we are football. We are high school sports.
It's not about last year. It's not about the last game. It's about the journey. And this one lives right here. The television home of the Dayton Flyers. Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. St. Joseph College Pumas. Dayton Flyers. Tuesday at 7.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin. Whatever the sport, wherever it's played, there's one thing the student athletes, coaches, and fans can all share: sportsmanship. The Ohio High School Athletic Association's Respect the Game campaign reminds us that school sports are about so much more than wins and losses. On behalf of the OHSAA, let's all do our part to make school sports a fun, positive, and rewarding experience that student athletes will remember for a lifetime. Every game, every time, let's all respect the game.
Friday morning at Ohio Stadium, and as we head into lunchtime, the Flyers of Marion Local, 21-3 at the half in the Division VI state championship game. Back here in our Columbus studios, we're going to go back out to Ohio Stadium now, and Aaron Goldstein is standing by with Associate Commissioner of the OHSAA, Bob Goldring. AG?
Hey there, Neil. Yeah, Bob Goldring, a member or worked for the OHSAA for the last 22 years. Right now, the Director of Operations. And Bob, there really isn't much that goes on at the OHSAA that you don't have a hand in.
Well, that's true. I was our communications director for our first 13 years, and that was a lot of fun. Now it's into the capable hands of Tim Street, and as you mentioned, our operations director for my 9th year. That means I wear a lot of hats. I'm involved in a lot of meeting planning for our staff, for our board of directors, for our district boards. Serve on a lot of committees, help out at championships like this, and then our commissioner is Dan Ross, and when he fulfills a lot of his duties, that means he's out on the road a lot, so I become the go-to person in the office in his absence. So a lot of variety to it that makes it real interesting, and then it's also fun because there's so many different constituents that I get to work with.
And one of the new things that you have a hand in is a brand new initiative that the OHSAA came out with this fall called Inside Out that really tries to help schools to work with their coaches and to improve them not only on the field but off the field. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's in its infancy stages, as you mentioned, and it was really started by a former pro football player turned author and educator named Joe Ehrman and one of my colleagues in the Minnesota office named Jody Redman. And it's an initiative that really aims to get the real purpose of high school sports back into the schools rather than the win-at-all-cost mentality. So school leaders will be given tools and resources to work with their coaches, who in turn will work with their student athletes to, again, stress the educational benefits of high school participation.
And if schools want to get involved in it, what can they do?
Well, if they are interested, they can certainly get a hold of me. We had a great kickoff to this initiative this fall in Columbus. A lot of school leaders from around the state were here. The next phase will be in Cleveland and in Cincinnati, getting school leaders there, and they'll be given action plans to take back with them to work with their coaches, who again will work with their student athletes.
All right, Bob, well, we certainly appreciate the time. You are a busy man this weekend. We wish you all the best. Thanks so much. Neil, back to you.
Great stuff, AG. Marion Local, 66 playoff wins, 4th all-time, 67, would bring a 5th title in 6 years. More coming up on the Halftime Report after this.
Your team. Your school. Time Warner Cable Sports Channel is your home for Flyers athletics. What you live for lives here. The television home of the Dayton Flyers. Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Flyers basketball, Sunday at 2.
Fishing poles.
Check.
Tackle box.
Check.
Cooler.
Check.
Exhaust.
Check.
Rotors.
Check.
Brake pads.
Replaced.
Honda certified brake pads.
Care and
Check.
attention to detail. It's what we do. Roush Honda's certified pre-owned process delivers a multi-point inspection, leaving nothing unchecked, providing a complete vehicle history report, and most importantly, peace of mind.
Power tools make great Christmas gifts, so stop at Menards and choose from a wide selection. This Masterforce 20-volt lithium cordless drill driver is perfect for tough jobs. Pick one up for only $69. The Works Pegasus work table can be used as a sawhorse or work table, includes 2 clamps, and folds down for compact storage. It's only $99. Don't forget, gift cards make great gifts too, now during the Home for the Holidays sale.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Halftime of the Division VI state championship game with Marion Local leading Cuyahoga Heights, first of 3 from Ohio Stadium on this Friday, Championship Friday in the Buckeye State. Coming up at 3 o'clock, it's that running game of Bishop Hartley. They're trying to win their second state title in a row. They've got a rematch in Division IV against the Big Red of Steubenville. Big play, offensive ability. This was a great championship game last year, Matt.
Yeah, barn burner last year, came down to the last drive. Steubenville with just that flashy, big play opportunities, and Hartley just executing so well.
31-28 the final. Hartley won it last year, going for back-to-back titles. Big Red trying to win their first title since 2006. Second half adjustments for Cuyahoga Heights. Move the football on that first drive. What can they do to break through against this defense?
Well, I think you start to see it a little bit at the end. What they were doing is trying to throw the ball a little bit more. You know, they've got some bigger receivers, maybe some mismatches on the outside. Defensively, they've got to start getting some penetration. They've got to move the line of scrimmage. Right now, the Flyer offensive line is just plowing over them.
And for Marion Local, Tim Goodwin said, avoid complacency. They were up 13 at the half last year, 18 now, but it's a guy with over 200 wins in his career. I think he knows they'll be ready for that challenge.
Well, and these guys all were there last year when they gave up the 22 unanswered. I guarantee you they don't want to do it again this year.
All right, should be a good second half. 21-3, Flyers in the lead. Second half comes your way next.
Can you see the lights? Can you feel the fire? Can you see the stars? Can you feel the power? Oh.
John, we're giving you a raise.
That's fantastic, but I'm gonna pass.
Are you okay?
Honey, you got another present.
No, thank you, Dad.
Who says no to more? Time Warner Cable Internet gives you more of what you and those little data hoggers want, like ultra-fast speeds up to 50 megs. That's 8 times faster than DSL.
This internet speed is sick.
Get 15 meg internet starting at $39.99 a month. Call 1-844-663-7310.
And with home Wi-Fi, the whole family can be online at once.
Great for kids to stream scary shows while not cleaning their room. You'll also get our exclusive 1-hour arrival window, a money-back guarantee, and there's no contract to sign. Get 15 meg internet with no data cap starting at $39.99 a month. Plus free installation and access to over 500,000 TWC Wi-Fi hotspots nationwide. Would Rex pass up more beef stew? I don't think so. Say yes to more. Call now.
Tuesday nights are for Ohio college football. And now, Time Warner Cable Sports Channel is teaming up with your favorite site where Ohio State fans gather, 11 Warriors. Join Marissa Contapelli and the pros who know the team best as they preview the week ahead. 11 Warriors Report, Tuesday nights at 7, only on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
This is it. This is what you worked for. This is what you fought for. This is what you live for.
St. Ignatius, St. Xavier, live Friday at 8 p.m. It's the OHSAA High School Football Championships, only on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin. Whatever the sport, wherever it's played, there's one thing the student athletes, coaches, and fans can all share: sportsmanship. The Ohio High School Athletic Association's Respect the Game campaign reminds us that school sports are about so much more than wins and losses. On behalf of the OHSAA, let's all do our part to make school sports a fun, positive, and rewarding experience that student athletes will remember for a lifetime. Every game, every time, let's all respect the game.
You're watching the 2016 OHSAA State Championships, presented across Ohio, exclusively on Time Warner Cable. And by Central Ohio McDonald's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and an active, balanced lifestyle for youth. I'm loving it. By Honda, majestic deals await at your local Ohio Honda dealer. Happy Honda Days. By Mr. Hero, it's all about the taste. And by Quaker's Steak and Lube. Great times, great food, Quaker's Steak and Lube.
Welcome back to Ohio Stadium as we get set for third quarter action. 21-3, Marion Local leading Cuyahoga Heights in the Division VI State Championship game. Welcome back to Ohio Stadium. Along with Ryan Cavanaugh, I'm Dave Bacon. Let's check in with the third person of our broadcast team, Aaron Goldstein. Aaron.
Well, Coach, you pride yourself on your defense. Gave up 138 rushing yards there in the first half. What do you feel like needs to change here in the second half?
We got tackled better. I thought our kids were playing a little tight. We're not happy with the way we played. Our kids are not happy. I think you'll see a better team in the second half.
You guys obviously saw what Kirtland was able to do a year ago. They were trailed at the half and able to come back. Do you take anything out of that? What was the message at the half?
Well, the message is if you don't fight, you have no chance. So we're going to come out and fight and see what happens.
All right, good luck here in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
I love it. Absolutely. And, you know, one of the things that they have to figure out is how to deal with Dwayne Ligers, as the young man from Marion Local has really showed up, the quarterback free safety.
Yeah, he's been outstanding. 79 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns, and the contributions defensively as well, as we take another look at the second touchdown. But look at Dwayne Ligers. Boom. I mean, he shows up with bad intentions. Big tackle there. He's been a standout on both sides of the ball. And, you know, here's the thing, Dave. Your offensive line's playing great. Your defensive line and your defense in general is playing great. And you have the best football player on the field wearing number 14. Dwayne Ligers far and away is the best football player this morning.
At least in the first half. And there you see the numbers, 71 yards throwing. Did throw the pick. That was late in the first half. Also 79 yards running the football on 11 carries and those 2 touchdowns that are huge. The flip side of it is Marion Local and Dwayne Ligers get the football to start the third quarter.
And I said he was the best player. Now the best unit, there's 5 guys and their names are Heckman, Koenig, Moorman, Bertkey, and Kemper. And that's the line that's been blocking for Tim Goodwin's Marion Local Flyers, Dwayne Ligers. They've done a terrific job up front.
Sounds like a very large law firm. And they are paving the way and laying down the law up front in that first half.
There you go. That was well done.
138 yards rushing for Marion Local in the first half, 5.3 yards per carry. And back deep to receive the kick for the Flyers. They send back Henry Keller, Nate Moeller, Matt Rethman.
Watch out for the onside kick.
Mark Schaefer kicks it away. That's going to be Henry Keller. Oh, he's got a blocker out front, and he's got some room. Keller 30, 35, and ridden out of bounds just short of the 40-yard line. Nice return by Henry Keller.
Beautiful job, and that was Convoy as that play developed.